I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm trying to say sorry here and you're not hearing me say sorry because you want to stay mad at me? Go on, man. Don't need to, bro. Bye. You want to stay mad at me? Stay mad then. Stay mad and single. How about that?
Emotional emotional support. Yeah, emotional support, time, and I want to say like fun, but I feel like that kind of falls into time. But fun, yeah, you have to be my best friend.
I would like to prioritise things that actually fucking matter. Like, I hate bickering over dumb shit, which is why I feel like sometimes with your partners, most people don't know where you both are. So while she's thinking of absolutely fucking dumb shit, you're thinking of bigger moves, or vice versa. Again, I'm really shit at this relationship thing, so I can't really tell you what I would put first, but I think just whatever the point of us getting together was for, I mean, I wouldn't date someone just because we like each other. I think that's fucking dumb, because I could wake up tomorrow and not like you. So I feel like if we decided to build and grow on something, I would always put that as a priority. Firstly, that's what we're aiming for. Secondly, is anything along the way, like damage control, whilst we're trying to grow and build this dynasty, like along the way, we're going to have bumps and bruises. Like, how do we work on that? And I would always say anything about our relationship that doesn't work, I would always want to prioritize that as well, just so that my partner knows that I will always give her the time of day. Unfortunately, however dumb or how smart it is, it's her feelings, and I have to consider that, do you know what I'm saying? But I don't have to be a dickhead or be a mop about it, do you know what I'm saying? I can let you moan, groan, make a point, whatever it is. I can apologize, change, do more, or I can just tell you, yo, are you hungry? Do you need some dick? Your pussy ate? Or do you just want to moan and get it out your system so we can just move the fuck on with what we're doing today? And yeah, that's me.
Honoring God. Honoring family. Honoring family and honoring you.
Communication. But not just like, oh, let's have a small conversation. Like, I need you to hear me, fully hear me, like actively listen to what I'm saying, take it on board, process it, and then actively respond so that we can have proper dialogue. Do you understand? Comprehension, like communication, comprehension, two very big things. Affection. I'm such an affectionate person. All kinds of affection. I'm a very touchy-feely person. I need physical contact. You know, I want love and affection. And then I think just quality time. Like, above anything else, like I don't want big gestures or all of that kind of thing. Just the little things. I want quality time. Like, if you've got 5 minutes that whole day, and you think to yourself, like, I've not seen my girl, you know, the whole day, and you give me that 5 minutes, that means more to me than if you came with diamonds or whatever other stuff girls like. Unless it's shoes.
Communication. Honesty and respect.
Cheating. Yep.
Cheating. Don't cheat on me. And we'll be good. Anything else we can talk and, you know, work it out, but if you cheat on me, I won't respect you anymore and we're done.
Well, I mean, I feel like there are worse things to do in a relationship, like, you know, murder. But in terms of, like, this is just me personally, like, because I'm a very emotional person. If you cheat on someone, not only has it been physical, but there's been an element of emotion there. So for me, like, if you're sharing the emotional connection we have with another person, like, it will actually break my heart, and I just can't. For my own sanity, I'm just gonna have to break up with you. Because I can't trust you anymore. And also, like, you know, you've hurt my feelings.
Ooh. There's a few still. I don't like drama. That one, I don't like it. If you know you're insecure or have some sort of insecurities, don't fucking make it a me problem. I like people that hold themselves accountable. Don't put your insecurities on me. I'm not your ex. I'm not your dad. I'm not your mum. I'm not the teacher at school that told you I'm gonna be shit. That's not me. I don't know who those people are. I came and met you. Do you get me? When you met me, you was doing sauce. Now you're coming to tell me your sauce is diluted. Go and top it up. Do you get? Don't fuck about.
Stress. I don't need stress. I've been in a relationship where it's been stressful. I'm coming back saying I don't need it. You give me stress, then that's long. Too much stress. I'd say that because sometimes I do understand that arguments do happen and disagreements do happen, but we need to get to a place where, as much as a disagreement happens, you're not trying to get angry. You're not trying to stay angry. And I've seen people, I've seen people in relationships that, as much as the guy or girl is trying to say sorry in the relationship because they got it wrong, the opposite partner is still trying to stay mad. And I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm trying to say sorry here and you're not hearing me say sorry because you want to stay mad at me? Go on, man. Don't need you, bro. Bye. You want to stay mad at me? Stay mad then. Stay mad and single. How about that?
Any form of abuse is a straight no. I've seen it. I think it took me a minute to realise that I'd actually experienced it a little bit. So now for me, as soon as the red flag goes off, like there's emotional abuse or possible physical abuse that can happen, it's a no for me. Like I won't involve myself for that. Like my peace of mind is way too important. And I value myself way too much after everything to like put myself through that. That's a complete no.
I mean, this makes me a bit shallow, I know, but it's life, innit, yeah? You know girls that walk like that? That, was it East and West? Their feet are just going, they both just want to just part ways. That one, we cannot do. Those of you that like to bite your nails all the way down till it looks like Cyclops' eyes, that one too, I'm not involved. Keep that shit away from me. Bad teeth? Can't do it. What else? Thin lips? Not for me. Cannot do it. All that, or you bow lips that you people are coming, fuck that. That's not for, bruv. Look how thick my lips are, you damn. And I should be kissing face and bone structure. And I mean, Jimmy Anna. Lada. Shit sex, it cannot be my portion. It's just not for me. I think those are just it. Like I said, it makes me sound a bit shallow, but that's about it, man. Everything else is just, I wouldn't get with you if you didn't have those qualities anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, just little things. But yeah, those little points that I know it makes me sound a bit shallow, but yeah, that's me still. I like everything else. I don't discriminate, so you're good.
No. I feel like I wouldn't be valuing myself, and like he wouldn't be valuing me, or like we wouldn't be valuing each other if we've have sex on the first date. I just feel like you need to get to know each other before anything physical like that happens.
No. Even if we do have sex, the woman of my dreams, I want to get to know you as a person before I jump into bed with you.
Feelings are feelings. If you're feeling like you want to do it and you're a full grown adult, like Beyonce says, you're a grown woman, you can do whatever you want. Like, go with it if that's what you're feeling. But me personally, no. I want to get to know you more, I guess. If you're the man of my dreams, let me emotionally entangle, wrestle, attach myself before any physicality start. So that there's no confusion. Do you understand? I don't want it to be, you're the man of my dreams because like, or anything like that. No.
No. I'm celibate. We don't do that here. If you want to, like I said, females should have choices. If you want to have sex and you think you're comfortable enough with this guy to have sex on the first date, that's up to you. That's, your choice. By all means, do what you have to do. But for myself, no. No sex until marriage. Thank you.
Hallelujah, my sister, preach.
Sex in the UK, I've come to the conclusion that it's held in a very high standard. It's very at the top of everything's thing. And again, the man them that are like, oh, bro, you fuck a girl on the first date, you can't wife her, which I think is really fucking stupid, because these are the same men that think that they're the ones that initiate sex and that women do not, which is cute for your ego. If that's what you want to tell yourself, that's fine. It doesn't make anybody more serious or less serious. In my respect, I don't think it makes a difference. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, I'm guessing Mandem are going to be watching this as well. So this is a little fun fact I shared with the Mandem to kind of not bruise their ego, but let them know how stupid they are when they think that women don't initiate sex, or they don't want sex, or they wait for men to come and bring their willies. Hear what? So you've met this girl, you spoke to her. Now you've gone and done date night. You're going to go and book hotel, or go and do food, shop, whatever you're gonna do, innit? Obviously you're a gentleman, so you're not gonna let her pay nothing. Cool. Let me show you how this works. So obviously you wanna go to a hotel, or the girl has her own crib. Either way, she's not moving. Do you get? You're either coming to her yard, which you're paying petrol for, or you're going to the hotel, which you're gonna pick her up and take her there too as well. So you've already started spending money from the moment you thought you finessed this girl. Okay, cool. Let's say you go to her house. Bet you're going to, oh, what do you want to eat and all of that. Okay. When you ask her, oh, where do you want to eat? It's where she wants to eat today. So all the places that she wants to go and spend big money on, she won't spend her own money. Now you've come, dolu, you want to spend money because you're Ebola. Come and spend the money. Oh, she's a drinker, or you smoke weed. Oh, come with a 3-5, or yeah, come with my Henny, come with my champagne. Okay. Like she don't have weed in her drawer. Like she don't have the bottle of Kavos hidden at the back of the cereals. But obviously you're a guy, innit? You're Donny, you get me? You're finessing this girl. Okay. So the night has ended, you've beat her and she's not a serious candidate and you've gone home, you've left her with the extra champagne, extra weed, the Chinese you didn't finish is there in the house. Okay. You probably would have spent up to like a bill, something, for pussy you was gonna get for free anyway. Just want you to know that. So the next time you think you're finessing a girl, just calculate how much money you spent for the pussy. Then tell yourself you're a fool. 100%. Wow, that question went left. I mean, sexual assault is a big thing. And I think what's annoying about sexual assault now is because the lines are so blurred between what assault, like the umbrella for assault is, a lot of things are being filtered into that umbrella. Now, I'm not saying you should show mercy for any of these fuckers. I'm just saying punish a man according to his crime. Don't make it an overall thing, because this is where I find it a bit unfair. Do you get it, yeah? So it's like when you think of rape, instantly you think of men raping women or men raping men. Women also rape, so let's not get it twisted. In terms of sexual assault, women also do it to men. But the difference is, again, when we talk about like society and stereotypes and how men are viewed, it gets downplayed. So if you woke up in bed with a girl and she decided to start sucking your dick and you went to tell police, oh, I've been assaulted, they may or may not take you serious. But they're gonna look at you like, what type of man complains about getting head in the morning? Cool. Go and put your face in between a woman's thighs, say you come to nyam pussy in the morning, let's see if she don't ring the bell, hit the fire alarm, blow the speakers up. Because it's different. Do you see what I'm saying? It's different. The argument will always be, how can a woman rape you if you didn't get an erection because you didn't like it? My guy. Oh, science is a wonderful thing, but people are stupid because your body can react without certain things. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird, fam. I think I don't know what it was. Like, you can pull your heart out your heart and you can see it beat for like 2 seconds before you die. So, if you can be asleep with morning wood, what fucking difference does it make? Do you get it? Or if somebody comes to drug you and then mix some Viagra so you're knocked out but you're very fucking awake. I'm like, come on, man. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't think, like, I don't know, man, because they are putting a lot of things, regardless of men or women, I don't really give a fuck who it is, but there are a lot of cases that are going under this umbrella of sexual assault that it isn't being identified specifically for what crime they've done. And a lot of things are getting pushed into it just because you've got more, I would say, more women complaining. Again, I don't want to make it sound like you've got more women complaining about the catcalling and this and that. And to me, I don't think it's right, don't get me wrong, but to say it's sexual assault, I think is a bit nuts. Do you see what I'm saying? Because on the flip side, what if women come up to you and like, oh, my melanated king, my this, that, and like, what is a bad compliment? What compliment means sexual assault? Oh, you've got a nice pair of tits. Or, oh, like, you look nice in that dress, it compliments your figure. It only takes for one person to take offense to what you're saying, and then before you know, you go and be put on the register for something you don't even know the fuck for. Do you know what I mean? I think people just need to slow down with that whole sexual assault thing and just put their crimes according to what they're doing and stop blurring everything. Because a point in time is going to come and you're not going to really be able to say anything about anything. It's basically what's happening now. People are way too sensitive with what's being said.
It's a bit deep. It's a bit over the top. I don't think it's not set. Far set. I wouldn't. I don't know. Hearing it makes it sound like, whoa, kind of look a bit too far there. But just for sex. No, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure there was a question earlier on that was saying that women are just as sexual as men. So if that's the stand, if that's what you want to hold for men, then it needs to be held for women. And as much as women don't do the complimenting stuff, there are other stuff that you do. There are other things that women do that could be classed as sexual assault. Just because I say that you look nice doesn't mean you look nice and you look sexy, and I wouldn't mind to do. I wouldn't call that sexual assault. I say that it's a thought, but you haven't acted out on it, so there is no evidence in a sense. Me holding a door open for you because I think you're sexy shouldn't be sexual assault. I don't see that as sexual assault, to be honest.
There's a difference. You can tell when someone is being nice just to get in your pants, as opposed to when someone is genuinely complimenting you. And I'm the worst person to try and compliment anyway because I'm awkward with compliments. So you have to really put in the work. And by the time someone who's just looking for sex actually gets through to, like, for me to accept the compliment, they're going to be bored. They will legit be bored of trying to put in the work that if they thought they were just going in for sex, they will actually start to like me at some point. But I think it's an individual thing, and each person would know when they feel assaulted.
That's a tricky one. Because it's consensual sex, though. So if you're nice to me and I decide to sleep with you as well, then it's not sexual assault. It was consensual.
I think, like, I've been complimented by guys, just passing compliments. And I think some men do it with the malicious intent at the background, but the majority who have complimented me have been good guys who just, oh, I like your hair, like, oh, I like your makeup, like, it's just harmless complimenting. So I don't think it should be considered as something to be arrested for sexual assault, because they haven't touched you, they haven't done anything, they've just complimented your jacket, you know. So I don't think it should be categorized as that, really.
Traditional gender roles are now a little bit interchangeable. But I think it ultimately goes on your specific relationship, and, like, you have to cater to each other's needs and your needs and work around that, as opposed to, like, actually listening to, oh, you're a woman, you should be in the kitchen. What if I can't cook? You're a man, you're supposed to fix all the lights. What if you're not handy like that? Or, you know, I'm better at that and you're better at that. Do you know what I mean? Like, everything is interchangeable, and it depends on who you are as people.
I mean, I don't want to say no, because there are some women who do enjoy cooking and cleaning, and it's got nothing to do with gender roles. So I think it just really just depends on the couple, because there can be so many people who just switch genders. Like, I've met a woman who doesn't like cooking, doesn't like cleaning, but she'll clean, but her husband will cook. So they've completely changed the roles. And like, she works, her husband, like, does stuff at home and, like, works from home. So it really just depends on the couple. Yeah, some people like it, some people don't.
Everyone has a role to play. Put it like that. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's solely your role to play. Cool. So with that being said, cooking and cleaning and all of that would be for the households that are very stereotypical way back in the day, and probably the man is the breadwinner of the house and earns most money. So there's that. Again, bullshit. You're a partner. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a partnership. You've married your missus. It is what it is. I've realised in African households, obviously me being African and Arab, in those households, it very much is a man will sit at home and wait to be catered to, which is nice. However, many years of me observing this type of setup, I've realised your woman wakes up at like 6 in the morning, has to get you ready or like get your breakfast and stuff, or wake you up and start your day, then get the kids ready and then do everything, drop the kids off, go to work and then come back. So from the moment she wakes up, she's not sitting down again until she comes home, fed the husband, fed the children, cleaned up the yard, done all the things she needs to do before she sits down. And then when she sits down, obviously, Charlie, you've had a hard day at work, you want to release some tension, so your wife, you want your arm. Your wife is finished, mate. So it doesn't make sense saying, as the years go on, it'll be fun doing it in the beginning, but 20, 30 years into your marriage and everything just kind of stale when it's dead and you lots of scheduling sex and trying to have fun in the yard, it's because you burnt your missus out. And I feel like that's where the whole gender roles thing comes in, and it's like, well, if it is important to you and you would like that to, like the longevity of that to last, then you have to help your missus. Do you see what I'm saying? I feel like that's where the difference comes into it. And for me, that's where I like the old stereotypes, but I've noticed that the old stereotypes don't work long term. So if you want it to work long term in your favor or just for how you want it, but your missus might be somebody that loves to cater to you. But trust me, catering with no acknowledgement and no help, no woman is going to like that, because all women will tell you at some point in time is, I just need some help. And that could be anything from cutting up onions to sorting the children out to learning how to braid hair, something, cook rice, make a salad, I don't know, do something, do you get me? But again, it's very dependent on certain people, but you will realise long term this will not work. And it's always better for you to find that balance in your home, because in the point in time, gender roles and what's expected of each gender will change, because somebody will play to their strengths and someone would have to play to their weakness. So don't sit at home beating your chest that you're a man and it's impossible for you to submit. Trust me, your wife is better front leading some things than it is some men, so hold that one.
Right, okay, to an extent. So for me, I think the man is the head of the house, right? However, we're partners, like we're a team. So in some situations, you have to kind of understand where I'm coming from and kind of switch it up, I guess, especially in Western countries or diaspora or whatever, because I could be the breadwinner. You can't expect me now to come from work tired to cook for you, clean for you, and all of this because I'm a woman and you're a man. No. At least make sure that, you know, if I go to work, you do the cleaning and the cooking and make sure we're good. If you're the one going to work, I can do that as well. It takes two. You just have to communicate and work together. So, no, gender roles. In England, here, no. But in Zimbabwe, men are toxic. Men are toxic. But remember, I
wouldn't think, not in this day and age. I think in everything now it needs to be a balance. So sometimes men cook, sometimes women cook. If you both get to a point, or if one of you gets to a point where you are making enough money for the other person to be able to be comfortable to be at home all the time, fine, but let it naturally get to that. Don't go into a relationship, or don't think about getting married with that thought process. We're going back into a recession. Times are hard. All hands on deck. Everybody's going to need to start working. But yeah, the traditional roles are kind of died off, really. So, yeah.
The only time it would be important, I guess, is like with like gelling with like my culture and like my family, my parents, because there can be some people who like look at my family and be like, oh my gosh, I can't gel with them, or like I can't do this with them, or like it's too much. So I'd want to have someone who understands my family and where I come from, and kind of meshes with them together. But if they don't come from where I'm from and that they're completely like from a different place, like that's not really going to stop me. But as long as they're respectful and kind of understand where I'm coming from, and also just, you know, vibes with as well, then sure. I don't really think it's that important.
At first, I didn't really think it was important, but as time's gone on, I don't think it is important, but I think what's important about that is the understanding of it. So if you're dating outside of your race or outside of your culture, first of all, it would be very smart of you to understand the culture you're getting yourself into, first of all. Then ask yourself if, again, long term, it's something that you can really see yourself being a part of. Because we've got an African saying that you don't just marry the person, you marry the family as well. So, not being funny, yeah, but if I'm going to go date white girl Stacy and I come into the yard and it's like, oh, hi mum, this is my boyfriend, and everyone's like, oh, hi, you right? Everyone's all high pitched. From the jump, my back is up, because you wasn't expecting Tyrone. You was expecting fucking James. I'm not James, so I can't help you. Do you understand? But then, again, like with things like that, you've got to realise the family, what they say and how they feel and what they do. Do you know what I'm saying? It might not necessarily bother you, but just keep it G. Some families, it takes some time for them to warm up to you. Some families don't. They don't fuck with niggas. Do you know what I'm saying? Or they don't fuck with other races. They would rather just keep it in-house because there isn't anything for you to change. Do you know what I'm saying? If I go and marry myself a Ghanaian girl, or go and marry myself a Lebanese girl, or I don't know, Nigerian, or any African country for that, our cultures are kind of similar. They're just very different depending on where you are in certain places. But the difference isn't that big. So I can go and date any African girl knowing that, yeah, Charlie, hopefully she knows her culture. And if she does, then she knows, yeah, boom, I'm here, you're here, this is what we're doing, and this is how I am as the African Arab man that I am. This is the culture, this is the man I've grown up into, the man I'm still growing up into and I know. But again, not everybody knows that, and not everybody knows the culture they're getting into, and not everybody believes that there are race issues outside of that. You don't have to be white or any other race outside of black to identify with black issues, but if you do not understand what the black man goes through, or what the black woman goes through, then really and truly, there is no space for a relationship. And that's what I've had to realise a lot more growing up in my days, that some people are oblivious to what the black man struggle like. Even your fellow black sister, she is unaware of what the black man may go through, and vice versa, the black man knowing what his black sister's going through. So when you've got those two people, both black, in a relationship, not understanding each other's struggles, like a black woman has a glass ceiling in the workplace, or like a black man is having to do 20 times more just to even get an interview, these are the things that we both have to chop and screw and look at each other and put back into each other, so that we both know that we understand each other. Because if you don't do that, it becomes less and less about your actual relationship, and everything outside of your relationship that starts to seep in and destroy from the inside out. So there's always that too.
Probably not going to get likes for this, but it's okay. For me, I like my men black. Blackity black, black. I want a black king if I'm going to be a black queen. I stand 100%. I'm all for black love. Don't have any hate or whatever towards other races, but for me, my preference is black. My choice is black. What I want is black. I think there's a difference between like dating other cultures. Like if I'm Zimbabwean, if I was to date a Nigerian, I think the banter is different than if I was dating a Zimbabwean, because the jokes just hit different, you know. There's certain things that you can mix into Shona and then English, and like the translations you just get it. It's like this, you know. Culturally, if I'm teaching you something, if I then have to, maybe it's me being lazy, but if I have to then learn about the Ghana traditions when I'm still learning about my own traditions in Zim, I'm gonna have to teach you about our traditions, and you're gonna have to do the same back. And some people are just, they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that at all. So yes, my preference is black. But if I had to go into any other race, in the nicest way possible, I'd still be single. I would literally stay single.
Gonna sound a bit rude now. I've never been in a relationship with anybody that's of the Caucasian persuasion, and to be quite honest, I have no intention of being in a relationship with anybody from the Caucasian persuasion. I like black girls. I just say that I like black girls. So in terms of that, in cultural background, if you're African, there needs to be an understanding because I'm Jamaican, but if you're Caribbean, of course, you're Caribbean. Oh yes, if you're African, there definitely does need to be an understanding. There needs to be an understanding of how Caribbean male operates. Not a yardie, a Caribbean male. A Jamaican man. Not a yardie, a Jamaican man. There's difference. Make sure you know there's a difference.
Before it wasn't. If we got on and meshed well, that's all I needed. But now, yes, it's something I have to really consider because, for instance, a black man, there's this unspoken understanding that a black man has in terms of racial issues that a white man or like an Asian man would never really understand. I don't really have to explain myself to you because you understand. We go through the same things. However, sometimes these black men are not checking for us, so...
I can't date white guys. I really can't. Like, he'd be walking outside my room in his boxers and then he's like, Nancy, you got a cup of tea for me, love? I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd never be able to look my mum in the eye. I wouldn't. What's that smell? Why are you cooking that? Why are you cooking stomach? Like, my John would know. It's food, isn't it? Like, why does it smell like that? Ew, man, shut up. But why are you making me eat mashed potato with my hands? Like, you would need somebody who's so on it, right? Culturally, who's open, who's woke, whatever. And that's a lot of training. Men, women, everyone needs training as it is. I can't be training you like that because that's our entire relationship. I can't do it. I'm not a teacher.
I mean, I don't know who gave the definition for feminists as God-fearing, successful, hard-working women, but we'll run with it.
They are, but they're intimidating to most men. They're intimidating to most men because it's kind of the independence thing. The fact that I think some men kind of have the whole masculine, a woman needs me kind of thing, when, to be quite honest, you hear it a lot. A woman doesn't need a man. A man needs a woman more than a woman needs a man. But yeah, it's intimidating. I like them, but yeah, to most men, it's intimidating. That's why some men wouldn't class them as wifey material, I think, anyway. And you've got to, with this type of woman, you have to come correct. there is no, yeah, just make it work, or I can wing it, or I can kind of lie. They're going to see straight through it. Because most of the women that are now God-fearing and hardworking, they've been through, not necessarily they've had sex with them, but they've seen what men that aren't like that are like, and they will see it from afar. So you have to now come correct. There is no, you can't play games. Literally, you can't play games. So yeah.
Again, I've never said they're not classed as wifey material. I don't know where that comes from. I don't think they are. I just think it's a lot of, I think, again, this is the fucked up thing about it, yeah? Feminists, amongst other feminists, don't even know what they're fighting for. So when you're come towards me as a feminist and coming to shout at me because I have a penis, I don't give a fuck. Do you get it? Because you and your fellow counterpart are arguing. You're not in the same boat. And me trying to have insight as to what the fuck is going on with you lots, I don't know. Do you understand? So I had to ask one feminist. An example was like, oh, the whole black men don't protect black women thing. And I was really pissed off about it because I thought black men are dying right next to their women trying to protect them and their children. What the fuck are you talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? So how does this one work? Because every black man that stands up for something is getting shot, stabbed, killed, buried, blown up, doing something. I'm not saying black women are not doing that. But between getting disrespected and being killed, trust me, you can move away from the disrespect. Once you die, you're buried. So let's stop playing this blame game and shoving it on men as we're the ones that can save the world, because they've been killing us for years. For years. So everyone that's all like, oh, I'm Mr. Hotep and I'm on this pro-black thing. Cool. The Willie Lynch letter, there may be or may not be things factual about it. However, you cannot look at that letter, look through it and say those things are not happening right now. They separated men from women and beat the men in front of women so that the women did not even look at their men with any sort of, oh, this man is coming to save me. No, they fucked them up and installed the mentality that women should be independent, teach their daughters the same thing, and teach their sons to submit to the higher power being white people. So let's stop fucking about. Do you understand? Let's stop fucking about.
I've never actually heard someone class them as like not wifey material. So that's actually a really interesting question. Like I've never heard someone say that. I think they should be wifey material. Because if they're God-fearing, they're successful and they're hardworking, like, well, okay, no, I take that back. Again, it depends on the individual because they could be, but then they couldn't be, you know? I don't understand the feminism, like the feminists, like...
The wrong guys are basically putting that label, I think. And it's because you see someone who's God-fearing and you think, I can't smash because she's, you know, too holy, or she's going to think this. Like, you start assuming for people, I think a lot of people make the mistakes of doing. They'll look at you and be like, oh, she goes to church and, you know, so she doesn't do this or she doesn't do that. You start assuming and you start judging people because of their beliefs or... I think every guy when they're younger goes through that stage. Just the same as girls like a bad boy when they're younger. You outgrow it. So the guys will be looking for the girl with the shortest skirts up until a certain point when they want to get serious. So the older you get, I think the maturity starts to set in and you're like, actually, if I've got a God-fearing woman, then she's going to be stronger, like, later on, do you know what I mean? But for right now, I think the people that think that she's not wifey material are just looking for a good time, not a long time.
Feminists are not wifey material. I think that's bullshit. I think strong women are all wifey material because you need that. in your life. The same way you need a strong man. There's no point having a strong man and a weak woman because your man is going to be able to protect her. It's fucking stupid, my guy. Because when your man burns out and you've got your woman that don't know where the fuck to go or where the fuck to lead, you're both blind mice in a relationship going absolutely fucking nowhere. Do you get me? Nobody wants that. So that's why it's like when men pick their women and they're like, oh, I want a woman that does this and just wants to just, yes sir, master, 3 bags full. That's fine. Go to Japan and order yourself a machine. That one will work for you perfectly fine. But you have to think long term. Do you understand? Having a feminist in your life is not a bad thing, but you have to understand what she is about and what it is she's driving at. Because more times out of 10, you might start clashing with your partner or whoever the case may be. I think men are just scared of the title feminist. Feminist is not anti-male. Do you understand? It's not anti-male. You just have to sit down and discuss with some of these women what it is that is going on and what it is they stand for, so that when you decide to date, marry, grow with whatever, you know how to deal with this person and what it is they're looking for not only for themselves, but for their other sisters as well. Do you get what I'm saying? But I don't think a lot of men are having a conversation to understand, and I don't think a lot of women are speaking to be understood. They're just, it's like you're in a room, and this woman is screaming, ow, 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 ow. Madam, please, what's wrong? Don't fucking talk to me. You should already know. Okay. Ow, 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 ow. Madam, please, what's wrong? Can you not see I'm in pain? Well, clearly, that's why the fuck I'm asking you. Are you gonna tell me so I can help you? No, you should already know. You see, you men always want to be fed. You don't even want to go and get your. Madam, please, if you're going to die, do it in silence. Do you get it? Because now I've asked you. I want to know what it is so I can help. But if you don't want my help, stop fucking shouting. Feminist, start talking.
Who doesn't class them as wifey material? God-fearing, successful, hard-working women not classed as wifey material. No, you can't ask me to do why, because who's saying this? Is it a fact that they're not classed as wifey material? By who?
Guys.
I don't know which guys you're talking about, because plenty of us are classed as wifey material. So that question is stupid. I'm not going to answer that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care. I mean, first of all, he's an ex for a reason. And the second of all, I'm getting married. So I don't really care about him anyway. So yeah, let's go for it.
I mean, in all honesty, I'm getting married. I don't give a fuck. Do you know what I'm saying? Just know that you and that ex are not coming to that wedding. On gang. Do you get it? As my boy, don't think you're coming, you're going to bring my ex as +1. Are you fucking dumb? Nah. Because do you know the issue? Apart from the fact that I don't care, it raises too many questions. That's why I say I don't care. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, raw, you didn't just start liking each other yesterday and you didn't just start want to fuck tomorrow. Do you get it? So, are you, fam, I'll start looking at my boy like, are you the reason why we broke up? Do you get it? I'll start looking at you very, very funny. But, again, I'm a fucking man. I've put a ring on my woman's finger. I'm getting married. I've gone very far ahead. And I've obviously left that bitch for a reason. Well, I mean, it could have been good terms. But for the sake of the question, she's coming to date my boy. So I definitely left that bitch for a reason. Do you get it? Fuck them. Fuck them both. Do you get me? But I'm getting married. I need adults around me. Do you get me? This small boy, get out.
That's my ex. Do you know about my ex? As my boy, you knew the hell I went through with my ex. If I caused it, if I didn't cause it. And you have now decided that you like how my ex is. She could have changed. If she has changed and you guys want to go for it, go for it. I'm getting married. I'm getting married. This ain't about you. It's about me. You guys want to do what you're doing. Do your thing. But I'm getting married today. That's my life. I'm happy because I'm marrying this one. Not marrying this one. I'm marrying this one. Hit me. So.
Yes and no. So I think it depends on what kind of an ex it was. And regardless of, before even that, like, has she spoken to me about it? Like, has she come to me and been like, yo, babe, I'm feeling your ex, we're talking. It's not like she's asking me for permission, but just to give me a heads up so that I'm not finding out, you know, down the line. Maybe there's a reason why me and him broke up. That wasn't anything bad, and it was just timing. So wrong place and time for me and him, but for them two, it works out. Or maybe the reason why we broke up was something really bad, and I don't want her to get involved in that. Like, I can advise. She doesn't have to listen, but I can advise you to be like, no, this is my experience. Maybe as a person he's changed and he's outgrown that, but you should know so that if you start to see the warning signs, dip. But if I'm about to get married and you're telling me, it means I've gone past it. Do you know what I mean? I've outgrown that part of my life. That was a season, and now I'm moving into my lifetime. So I just think the conversation needs to be had before it even gets to a point where they start getting serious enough to date.
How close are we with this girl? No. My friend dating my ex. Listen, I would feel like she was like looking at him already a certain way when we're still together. And now that we're not together anymore, you're like, this is my chance. Let me get with this guy. So if you're my friend and you're thinking of dating my ex, you were never my friend, to be fair. That's disrespectful. You're like my sister. We don't do them things here. No. You dating my ex.
Yeah, but what if it was your ex?
You know we had this conversation about
Hey.
we don't have to get married.
Have her join what? A covenant? Join Sudoku night? What are you joining? No, I'm being serious. What's my husband like?
If you do something, you'd have to expect them to do the same thing. So if I wanted a threesome with another girl, I would expect them to want a threesome with another guy. So if she brought another girl home, to start with, I'd be shocked. Secondly, it's like, how far into the relationship are we? How did we lose the spice? Have we had a conversation about this before? Sometimes you can't just spring that on, man. You brought another girl home. What? Like, you can't. For real, you can't really do that. But it's definitely, you want to spice things up. Have a conversation with me about it beforehand. See if I'm about it. Because in the moment, part of me is thinking, okay, she's being for real. A part of me is saying, okay, this is gonna be a trap. This is a deny, act like you don't want it, run away, do something. It's one of them. Like, you don't know what their thought process was to doing this. They want to try and catch you up for something, then you're gonna have to do everything perfect in terms of cleaning the house, sorting everything out, just so that you know that you've covered all your bases. Because you don't know what that means. You don't know what that means. So yeah, I'd be shocked.
He's bringing a hooker to join in our matrimonial home, in our matrimonial bed, because we've got... No, my guy. Go and speak to your dad if you have to about how you can spice things up. You're not bringing a hooker into our home to spice anything up. Like, if you want the hooker fantasy, tell me. I will go to Ann Summers. I will speak to my aunties. They will tell me what to do. No, we're not doing that. There's not. I will spice your chicken. I will spice your beef. You're not bringing another woman, any woman. I don't care how much you paid for her. She'll give you a refund. Let her take the money, in fact, for wasting her time. Leave. No. I can't really say anything else apart from no.
Listen, she's a hooker. I don't know where she's been. who she's been with, that is not happening. We're not doing them things. If she's a friend or like someone we pick together, I'm not disputing. You might try. I'm joking.
Yeah, but okay.
See, I think that's disrespectful. Like, you know us, we're in a traditional marriage, whatever. It's just the two of us. It's not an open relationship. We're not Will and Jada in this bitch. So, yeah, I'm not trying to get entangled with anybody else. So no, don't even come to me with that. Like, yeah, no, that's not happening. You know me well enough as your wife to know that I'm going to shut this down. So don't even bring it to me. Full stop. Period. Hook up. Hook up.
Hey, mama, I would decline. Yes, I would decline. Let me tell you why I would decline. Because I'm a fair ass nigga. And being a fair ass nigga means my wife will bring home this fine, succulent piece of woman. Me too. If I was that guy, I would chop. Until one unfortunate day, she brings a guy and says, oh, my dear husband, remember last time I brought that sweet pussy for you? Me too, I got some sweet willy for me. I cannot, being the fair man I am, now decline willy for my missus when she already brought me pum pum. I'm a fair ass nigga. That's why me, if having a threesome is in your list of things to do, we can do one of two things. One, you can go and live that fantasy before you come and start dealing with me. Or two, you can demote yourself from being wifey to just being an ordinary girlfriend, and now when anybody and everyone can chop you and then I don't have to take you seriously. I cannot have a threesome with my wifey. My wifey is someone completely different. My girlfriend, however, that one, if you want to go and start spicing things up, it's cool, because the day you bring Willie to the table, yo, I can't lie. I can't, nah, fam. Okay, cool, I'll keep it G. If I've already accepted the pum pum from my girl, the Willie has to come. I have to chop with the guy, fam. Just know that we're not crossing swords and there's no eye contact being made. Do you get it? We cannot make eye contact. That one. Look everywhere else in the room. Don't fucking look at me, my guy. Do you get me? Because then it's gonna be you're gonna make this really fucking awkward, really fucking quick. Do you get it? Don't do it. But yeah, I mean, I'm fair. That's why I said I'll decline. I don't like the drama of, oh, it's one rule for you, one rule for me. So it's all right if I bring all the pussy in the world, but if I want a little dick, oh, your man ego's all over the place. No, I'd rather just not do it, because I'm fair. That's me, I'm fair. It has nothing to do with my ego, I'm fair. If I fuck a girl with you, then just have to fuck a guy, I have to fuck you with a guy fucking you. And that for me is a bit nuts, if you're my wifey, do you get it? So, I would decline. I would just let it be, fam. It has to be for the culture. Things like this, this is culture. Me and Amanda, we call it culture because it tells for a great story. Do you understand? That's what culture is. So if you want to be culture, oh, then that one there, that's fine. Just know that you'll be a great story to tell. It'll be for the culture. No hard feelings. It's done. But I cannot add my wifey to the culture unless she's for the streets. And then with our father, future, who are in heaven, Charlie, we have to do it. We have to represent for the culture, fam. Do it for the streets.
I don't... I actually, first of all, I'd be like, hell? No, first of all, I'd be like, where did you go to acquire this hooker, first of all? Where did you wind up to get this person? Second of all, I'd be a bit like, oh, so is our sex life, like, just not great? Like, okay, cool. Third, I don't know whether I'd say yes or no. A part of me would say yes, but then another part of me would be like, oh, I kind of just want it to just be us. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the morally right one. I'm gonna say no, purely because I feel like as my husband, it should be me and you, and like throwing a hooker in, it's a bit like, what the hell? So yeah, there's gonna be my reactions.
Fam, yeah! Oh yeah, Look around the room, fam. Look, if you find some corner, be cry, see say something is creeping around. You know, ooh, wood looks a bit different. Yeah, pay attention to the finer detail. Whatever you do, my guy, don't fucking look in my direction. Don't do it, fam. Are you sick? Coming to be crossing swords, you're looking at me. Are you fucking dumb? Nah, fam, it's not Brokeback Mountain, you boy. You better keep your willy to yourself. What do you mean?
Speaking as a black man and me personally, I just think it just makes it look a little more tainted, like damaged goods, as it were, used goods. You know, you don't want to go shopping and get something that's already been used and brought back. So it seems like, yeah, you want to want the fresh out of packaging, yeah, I read.